The moving walkway exit is approaching. Please, watch your step.
It's funny walking in not seeing the World Cup signs everywhere. It's like the season's over and it just, as quickly as it came, it disappeared. But that means NFL. It's time for American football. What's up, Sal?
So my football team is my favorite team of everything.
Okay.
And that's my beloved Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man.
Okay, local man.
I mean,
And
I
where
got
were
the
you?
logo.
Where were you born?
It doesn't matter.
No,
It's where I wind
don't
up.
say, don't.
It doesn't.
Where were you born, Sal?
So I was
Where were you born?
58 seconds in, we're already fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Where were you born?
Exactly.
And in what year?
Well, like Superman, I flew to this. Oh, what is that?
Krypton?
That crystal.
Krypton?
That ship.
The
that
Krypton
came
Defenders.
down.
Tell the
And
people,
then,
Sal.
so I landed.
Tell the
in,
people. Where were you born?
I was born in Jersey City, New Jersey, my friend.
New Jersey.
And, right. So.
And how many
here's where
football
it's going
teams
with
do we
this.
have there?
We. Look,
Yes.
So you
we.
own. You
I am
own
part
20
of that.
teams. Look,
Yes.
Here's what happened. Okay, very quickly, the background of this. Yeah,
Okay.
I grew up in New York, New Jersey, and I grew up a Giant fan when I was a young type.
All right.
But here's what happens, okay? When you're in New York and New Jersey, everything is win, and it's a faction. Everybody's fighting each other, which I'm going to dovetail into what my bar's in just a moment.
Yeah.
But what happens is you come to Florida in the early to mid-'90s, and there's this team, and they can't even fill this. When you get divorced in New York, New Jersey, they fight over the Giants and Jet tickets. But I go to Florida, I'm like, bleachers? That logo? Oh, my God. But you know what? Hey, the attitude is, we suck. Jello shots. Let's have a good time. And I liked it because you go from this pressure cooker environment to like, you know what? Let's have fun. Is if you like a team that is out of market, in this case, say the Jets or something like that. I know we mentioned NYPD Pizza,
right.
if I may, and
Yeah.
other bars in the area. If you could think of, Joey, that I'm missing here.
No. It's
you would know.
Fun. It's fun to
Joey Google.
Yeah, where I grew up in Pittsburgh, I had to. There was every local bar would play the Pittsburgh Steelers, but they weren't Steelers bars. They were just bars that played the Steelers because that was your home team. I moved to Orlando, Florida, and there's like 27 Pittsburgh Steelers themed bars. I'm like, does everybody hate shoveling their driveway so much that if you have $100,000 to your name, you move to Florida and open a bar?
I mean,
Sure,
listen,
sure.
in the
Good
90s
point.
and the early 2000s, you could get a home for around that price. Now,
Oh, my gosh.
you're talking New York numbers.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of New York.
So tell me good things, Eddie.
So
Wait, well, who's your team? First, let's start there. Now you're on
I
the
feel
hot
like
seat.
now that the episode is a little skewed here, you're going to have to do the same thing, Santiago.
Here we go.
If you ever talk. Anyways.
Shut up, Santiago. Exactly. Right? Yeah, exactly.
So I was also born in New York, Brooklyn, New York. My father was born in the Bronx, so Yankees and Giants.
Okay, here we go.
So in terms of NFL, but I'm also a big college football fan as well.
Okay.
So the one thing I feel like in the South compared to in the North, where the North NFL, right, like
All pro
Giants.
teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where I feel like here in the South, and I think it also kind of plays into the parks, plays into NBC, which is something we'll talk City Walk, right?
I've got that on my list.
Yeah.
sir.
College football is very big, and it's one of our friends who actually likes the podcast. You know him. He wore the backwards hat. He came to see me after he saw you, him and his wife. You know what I'm talking about? He listens to us religiously now.
Excellent.
Big fan. Love the guy.
Okay.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Yeah.
Okay.
You may know him.
Shout
too,
out to
Joey.
Jeremy.
Yeah, shout out Jeremy. We got you on this episode,
Hunter
brother.
Spunk's ready for you, man.
There you go. It's funny. I was trying to figure out how to make it at Coconut for him. In Muscle Beach. He had the Muscle Beach.
Nice.
But he's a big Auburn
Okay.
fan. And so I would say so my NFL would be the Giants, but my college, and even though I went to Tampa, USF,
Okay.
Go Bulls, people are going to get mad at me, but I'm Gators.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the Gators.
No, that's
I
my
like the Gators. So,
stepdad. My mom's husband is like with the Gators, with the Golden Knights,
Yeah.
with those Florida teams.
yeah.
People are so diehard.
Oh,
like,
dude, it's
like
religion.
if
It is
you're a
religion, dude.
Buccaneers fan, you'll have
Yeah.
a jersey and maybe the license plate cover.
Yeah.
If you're a Gators fan, Maron, he's got chairs that are orange and blue. He's got tables that
credit
are orange and
card.
blue. The credit card's got the Gator logo. It's in his
It's
license
like-
plate is
so the-
Gator Love. It's
Yeah, to kind of touch into what we're talking about. So Gators Dockside,
yep.
right? The
Yes, sir.
That huge
Good place.
college, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean,
college.
it's more of a, but
No,
there's
for
only
college,
a couple
yeah.
of
No,
them.
you nailed
They
it.
got the
And
alligator
there's-
head with the mints in it when you
And
walk
so
in.
there's one on there on OBT, I believe. If you go further towards like Kissimmee area, one of the originals across from Ale House. We think Ale House is more popular, but college football, Gators Dockside.
Absolutely.
Santiago, in one of our other episodes, you talked about the wings. It's actually good
They
food.
got damn
Yes.
good wings.
No, it's a great one,
Yeah,
man.
no.
I'm stealing that from you.
boneless-
My third.
Boneless wings,
You can,
bone-in
you can
wings.
ask, they can make the wings grilled too.
Yeah, man.
Dude, every time I go there, I sit down, welcome to, and I'm like, I'll save you the trouble. Bring me a pitcher of Miller Lite. I need 20 grilled, all flats, hottest hot sauce you have, side of blue cheese.
Yeah,
And
so
they're
it's like
"We'll be right back.
one of my ex-girlfriends used to work at Gators Dockside. So, I mean, good food, quality, and then TVs everywhere, huge football, college football, get your drinks, Gators Dockside.
All right, Mikey, keep the train of positivity going. What is your team first?
Well, I have to
Yeah.
go. I'm a Bills Mafia, baby.
Oh, no kidding.
Go Bills.
yes.
Go Bills.
And in what state is that, Santiago?
Oh, it's New York.
Yeah, New York.
Barely, but yeah.
Come on, Sal.
I used to joke with people all the time whenever I'd host these families. Always say the same thing. NFL is very easy to relate to. So, where are you from? Oh, we're from Kansas City. No kidding. The Chiefs are a heck of a team. Where are you from? Cleveland. Oh, the Browns. That's interesting.
Easy.
Every time somebody said they're from Buffalo, I used to go, the Goo Goo Dolls are an amazing band. I do love Johnny Resnick. And they would get mad at me. They're like, what about the Bills? I'm like, they sure are. Anyway, let's go ride a ride.
You can't, listen, heartbreak.
Not anymore, though.
They're
Not
good.
anymore. Now they're
Good.
friggin'
Yeah,
they're stacked.
Yeah, but still, heartbreak.
Yeah.
Even though they're
that's
stacked.
not even- yeah.
Josh Allen, the coach just got fired. I mean, come on.
Is it the Bills or the
Heartbreak.
Vikings that have been to the most Super Bowls and not won?
It's close.
Well, technically, I
it's
think
close.
it's, because
I think it's
the
4.
Bills were
apiece.
3 and never won, right?
4.
And the Giants beat
4.
them. Giants beat them twice.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
200 years ago.
Beat them
But-
twiys. I mean, LT, baby.
Back on the
Exactly.
positivity train. Where do you
Bucks
watch your Bills games at?
Actually, believe it or not, the Teak neighborhood. That I love that bar there. It's, of course,
Oh,
there's a-
Teak. Back to Teak, baby.
Yeah, dude, Teak.
Teak. It's a good one.
You
It's
got
a good one.
the TVs by the front bar, or if you want to be in the patio, they got this big screen TV
Yeah, I
there.
like the
So
patio.
whatever
There's
you want
something
to
magical about watching the game outside at a covered bar. There's
Yes,
just something good about
yes,
because that
I
Florida
know.
sun, it feels good. The
Well, even Ale House has a good patio. Like, they have the patio, and then they...
Not only that, what I really like about here in Florida, it doesn't matter what you root in. Watch your team of football or baseball, whatever you watch. It always unite people together, have a good time, have a drink together. You see the people, different teams from college football. Shout out to my friend Tom, that he's a big college football fan.
Yeah.
He used to the one tell, hey, watch this game. But always unite people, no matter what.
I like that,
Well,
dude.
here's the thing about, and I'm going to touch on the jar of dirt and us all together as friends. It all started from bars, right? And I know people, drinking, alcoholism, bad. Obviously, yes, responsible. But in reality, it's like the friendships, the brotherhood, the sports, everything combined, like just meeting people. Like, I'll be honest, like when I was younger, I was kind of like, not antisocial, but I wasn't very popular, right? And then
Still.
yeah, I know. But becoming a bartender and becoming a little more outgoing and putting the personality on the forefront, you meet so many new people. You
Yeah,
meet
it
so many
is.
friends. And it's like
Yes.
you create these bonds. So this jar of dirt here is like a bond of brotherhood where we all met each other at the bar and we just, shoot and become friends.
But-
It's like that's how we do with our guests.
I love it.
But not only that, and please don't get me wrong, but those that watch, be watching the World Cup or FIFA, whatever,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to see, like, for example, the team here, team there, but they'll separate. They're not talking to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what's funny?
No, it's true.
But there's a reason for that.
So true.
There's a reason for that. Whenever I
Yeah,
was talking to
nationalism is woof.
Gemma said that even inside of the country, if you go to an England match, and let's say that it is the Tottenham Hotspurs
Yeah, I mean,
versus the Arsenal.
The
They
football in regards to
it.
they sit on
European
complete
football.
opposite
Yeah.
sides, and they're not allowed to drink inside the stadium because of hooligans.
Yeah.
They said these people will fight over, and like they're so passionate about their soccer, their football.
No, and I get it, because that's part of the culture. It's
Yeah.
I love to see the jerseys. I love to see the passion for that. But when we watch college football, or we watch NFL, or we watch a good baseball match, or we watch, for example, those that love NBA, you can see people wearing the different jerseys of different teams, but they are together, united, together, watching.
But-
the game. Even they
No,
go
I
like,
agree.
"Oh, your team
but
sucks." My
I
team.
also feel
Yeah,
like
but
it's a
here's a
little
shot.
bit of a southern
Good
thing,
game.
though, too, Michael, because here, right, we do live in Orlando, which I feel like is almost the New York of the South kind of thing, right? As a
It's
melting
an
pot.
adorable
It's a little-
transient city.
But when you think about Southern, you think about the tropes and the Southern hospitality and things like that. So I feel like it's here where we all kind of, even though we're like battling, we all like love each other at the same time, and we all can come together. But I'll be honest though, in up north, and they are places that are similar to like the European, where they'll fight you.
Absolutely.
They'll come at you.
No,
you know,
this
there's
diehard-
some.
this diehard fans are diehard fans,
yeah.
So what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to put a brief lid on the jar. We're going to take a brief commercial break. We're going to briefly brief ourselves by debriefing our briefs, and we will be right back. What's up, everybody? It's Joey from A Jar of Dirt, and today we're talking about travel. Everyone loves a vacation, especially when you come to Orlando, Florida. You realize that it's 3,000 degrees outside. There's 80 billion people here, and they all want to go to the same 10 places. You haven't booked dining. You haven't booked your theme park tickets. You haven't booked anything. You don't even know if you have a ride from the airport. That's trouble. So you're going to reach out to my buddy Gene at Walking Cat Adventures and Travel. His phone number is 407-715-1383. That's 407-715-1383. He is going to book everything for you and take all the guesswork out of your vacation. So give him a call and remember to tell him you heard about it on A Jar of Dirt. I think that the easiest one, the one that we should jump on first, is because I'm pretty sure we all have it either in our list or at least an honorable mention. Good old Universal Studios. Let's talk about NBC Grill and Brew.
Yeah.
Anybody got any good hints, any stories, any did you knows, what is your favorite part about it?
Well, arrive early.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's brilliant, but
Yeah,
accurate.
it gets
Arrive
packed
early.
quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of TVs, everywhere you go, there's TVs at NBC. It's huge.
Yeah.
And if-
floors.
I think, do you think, no, I think Margaritaville is a little smaller, right? Because Margaritaville's 2 floors.
Yep.
But then you have the patio and Lone Palm. Chocolate Factory is quite big as well. But would you say NBC is the biggest?
By far.
Hard Rock is the biggest one with 1,100 seats, but then I believe
Okay, yeah,
NBC
'cause
comes in
Hard Rock
close with
technically
6.
has like 3 floors, right?
They got,
You
yeah,
have
well,
the main
if you will.
upstairs, but then you have like a downstairs. But
well,
I
they
guess
they have a
that's
patio area, and then they also have the art bar, which is next door to it. And then whenever they do the banquets, they also have the downstairs area. Yeah, dude, it's huge. It's
Okay.
it's one of the 10 biggest restaurants in the world.
But I guess if you think Hard Rock, you don't really think sports, though,
Well, and
right?
that's the funny thing is they play the sports,
Which is
but they
funny
Not
because
the
you got
audio?
Messi now and like all the
they do play the sports, but they have 4 tiny like 24-inch TVs,
Yeah, they're
and you can
tiny.
only watch them on one of those 4. So they have the sports, but they're not.
Yeah,
They're the
that's
first ones
funny.
to tell you like, look, we're not going to put the audio on. This is a rock and roll bar or
Yeah, yeah.
music bar, we'll say, because they do play Bieber sometimes.
Yeah, same happened in Margaritaville. We put the games, but we had to tell them that wait, this is only the audio because we're a music venue.
Yeah.
They ask you
I
all the time,
remember
right?
working at Volcano,
turn this
which, but it's okay. I won't-
Every time the volcano goes in,
But anyways,
especially when the game's
that little
excited.
TV right to the right. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Where
I
Volcano
certainly
Bar-
do.
Yeah, that-
Oh, yeah.
I will say Lone Palm, no offense, Santiago, is way better.
Way
to
better.
watch sports.
Way
We got
better.
the 3 TVs
Way better.
there.
No, but in
We can
Long
put the
Pond,
audio.
you can put the audio.
Yeah, we
you
put the
can
audio over there.
Oh, yeah.
So
But-
remember some days, I mean, I guess you were bar working for us, does that too, where it would be like, you know, was it one World Cup year we were working, I think? Remember?
If it wasn't a World Cup, it was something. But all the time,
Yeah.
Olympics.
Oh, and then college.
Olympics.
Olympics, but also college basketball.
College
March
basketball.
Madness. We would have like
The audio.
yeah. Man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Nice. So they, it's cool to know that even though you're in a theme park, they're still like, hey, look, we know what y'all want. But what's really cool is because the contract is with Peacock, which is NBC Universal, they're able to play it at the NBC Grill and Brew Work, and that's why it's cool that you have that 80-foot screen out there and you're watching like World Cup on.
Yeah, but
it's-
you know what's hilarious is that the way they did the World Cup this year with the contracts and everything, Peacock only had the Spanish.
That's right.
That's right.
It's a
It was
Fox.
all Telemundo.
Dude, Spanish announcers are so much better.
I understand,
anyway.
but you're walking into the university and all you hear is Spanish speaking, and you're like,
Hola, el pelotazo le da dando por aquí. Y va, arriba.
That was me, by the way. guys.
People are
That
like,
was me.
what?
and you're like, wait, what is going? I can't watch this in English. And you're like, yeah, well,
Hey, better
listen,
anyway.
Such high energy.
But
you
I
guys,
like,
you know,
I like the,
America.
but I like the
like
way they put
Spanish.
the big TV on top of the Epic store.
Yes.
I wish they would do that for all sport, but only if for Christmas. If Universal will put like a cool video there for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be nice.
But
Dude.
did you see the video of that last Mexico game when they lost to England?
Yeah.
City Walk?
But that was in
Sunday.
California.
It was but here they
Here?
did it here too.
Yeah.
It was packed.
Yeah, dude.
On the floor, people were just sitting on the floor in the middle of City Walk.
For
that Doritos little walking tacos thing they put up.
4 years ago, whenever they played it at NBC on the big one, it was during I think it was during the Brazilian national, like their time to vacation here, and when that Brazil match was up on that screen, they said 1,800 Brazilian tourists were standing watching, and you would be in the park walking around. You're over by like the Jimmy Fallon ride, and you're just, oh, this is nice, and all of a sudden you would hear screaming, and you're like, what the H was that? And they're like, Brazil just scored. I'm like, right, where did that noise come from? Well, the 1,800 people that are literally a quarter mile away from you scream so loud you could hear them.
Because talking about sports bars and what the bars, I guess technically we could put Lone Palm as an honorable mention.
Of course.
Most
All
definitely.
of our, right? You know,
Most definitely.
all of our origin stories again. But back then when we were working there, Brazilians were just tourists, like you said. They would come, and now they live here.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, like if you
All
look at
German.
if you look at how Orlando is, I guess, partitioned in terms of like nationalities and where everybody's from, you know, it's not locals anymore that are actually born in Florida. Like half the time in Orlando, who's born from here? Who
And
came
we would say
from-
nobody from Orlando is from Orlando.
No, exactly, right? You have your Northerners. Then you have your Brazilians now. You still have a decent amount of like Puerto Ricans,
English,
Mexicans,
a lot of English tourists.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I feel like they still do the tourism thing, but a lot of them now have like homes here, but they do like half the year type here, half the year in England.
Well, what happened is about 20 years ago, the pound was strong. So back in the day, again, you go back 20 years, it was 100 pounds got you $180.
Okay. Almost 2 to 1.
Almost 2 to 1. So what that means is the quickest version of it mathematically, if you're from the UK, America is 40% off.
Right.
That's the easiest way to say it.
I
So
like that.
so you're like, you're here on vacation and you're like, well, I've always wanted to live close to the theme parks. Well, is Davenport? Is that close? You're like, yeah, you could be at Disney in 15 minutes. Oh, cheers. So 160,000. So you're saying if I spend $72,000, I can buy a house in America? I'm like, yes. I'll take 3. And that's why Davenport is all English tourists, because they bought those houses 20 years ago when Americans were like, oh, 160 is a bit expensive. And they're like, you know what isn't? $70K, right? Cheers. And what are you going to do? You can't compete with it.
Right.
Well, but it's funny because I feel like isn't that something similar in terms of Brazil too?
Yes.
Back then, their currency was stronger, and so they would all come down here, and then now they would buy cars and things like that, and they bought property, and now they all live here.
Right.
Yep. And that's
Makes
so.
sense.
Only on the benefit of time, does anybody have any sports bars in the theme parks they want to mention before we start going away from the theme parks?
Does Disney Springs count?
Yeah, lay it on me. What do you got?
I cannot believe I'm going to have to double dip at Splitsville.
Oh, no, I'm not mad at you.
I know I talked him up a couple
That
episodes
drink
ago.
and the cup.
But Splitsville
Best sushi.
has more TVs, inside bars, outside bars. If you are, and it doesn't cost anything to get in. Just like, City Walk may. It depends. You have to pay for parking.
And, I mean, just for HHN time.
Well,
period,
no, I think even before 6, though.
Well,
you
yes.
have to,
as for
Note to
resident.
anybody, this is something's worth Googling. You can actually valet your car. So if you come to Universal Studios and you're going to go right after the Hard Rock Hotel on the right-hand side, valet your car. And if you eat at a restaurant at City Walk, they validate your parking. So it's actually free to park as long as you plan on eating at Universal. So double check that and make sure you know what restaurants are.
Phenomenal.
It has to be before 2 o'clock, I believe.
But this does not apply to HHN time, right?
Not on Saturday. I think it's every other day. Maybe not Friday and Saturday.
confirm that, but
But like if you go on a Wednesday and it's
That's
like, oh,
cool.
it's HHN tonight. Cool. I'm gonna park at noon, validate my parking, go grab a burger at Hard Rock, and then I'll hang out for 6 hours. Yes.
Gotcha.
So, worth checking.
I will tell you that, again, the Splitsville is phenomenal, even with the finger food. Like you get, say, a pizza or something like that, you can enjoy. And so that was one that I've done, and I vouch for. So again, Splitsville, you guys owe me a T-shirt.
That's
My
fine.
God,
We'll reach
second
out.
time, exactly.
Anybody else got anything in the theme park, or the rest of us all? No, we're all going outside of the
'cause
parks.
I feel like theme parks, in terms of, I mean, like I said, Lone Palm would be an honorable mention, but NBC is probably top, and that's about it.
All right, then I'm gonna give you one because I got a quick funny story with it. Goes back about, I think it was 15 years. The biggest faux pas in gambling history. English soccer team Leicester City FC. They were the worst rated soccer team in history, to the point where before the season started, bookies were offering 1,000 to 1 shot that they would win. They had to win the entire thing, 1,000 to 1 shot. So as an English tourist or an English you would throw $10 on it because you knew that if they won, you were going to win $10,000, and literally they won. Bookies in the UK were filing for bankruptcy. They were offering buyouts before the match, anything they could do. And I saw this match. It was 3 people from the UK, and their only request was could they watch this Leicester match. However, it aired at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I had to find a bar on International Drive that we could walk to that aired this bar at 7 in the morning, and that is the Lucky Leprechaun. The Lucky Leprechaun is a tiny little sketchy Irish pub that reeks of cigarette smoke that is right behind the Buffalo Wild Wings that's on International Drive right when you're coming from Universal, you make a right. It is sketchy as hell, and I love it. And if you want to watch an English soccer game with a bunch of dudes in their 60s that speak broken English and smoke a pack of cigarettes a quarter, that's the bar to go to. That is a sports
Opened
bar.
up at 7 in the morning?
Just for this game.
Probably
I was gonna
because
say,
of
I
how
was
many
like,
English are
geez
here.
Louise.
So I remember that story, and I thought it was 4,000 to 1. You might be right with the 1,000. It was astronomical, like bookie bankruptcy.
Bookies were
odds.
calling people when there were still 16 teams left, being like, "Hey, I know that you booked at 1,000 to 1. If you take my buyout now, I'll give you 100 to 1. Like, I'll still give you a lot of money. You bet $10, I'll give you $1,000 regardless of what happens. I just need to buy out your." No, I'm going to see where it goes. So they all had to file bankruptcy. It was a big loss.
Wow.
So Sal, when you're not going to the theme park, where are you drinking?
So, yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, I have a lot of chains again. You know, but
That's okay.
It's Orlando.
It's all right.
So,
That's what you like.
I have a few here. You guys might actually say one of them, so I'm not gonna like do the list, but I think of this list that I thought about, Twin Peaks has the TV right at your table, your booth, right there, or you can sit at the bar, and if you are watching the game instead of looking at anything else, you have excellent access. And you can also request audio.
Dude.
So I'm going to say that Twin Peaks, because of how, what's what I'm looking for? Like, flexible
Jugs.
they are.
Dude,
Want to hear a funny story? All right, so this involves my mom. Okay. So
your
she
mom
comes
works
in-
at Twin Peaks?
Yes, she does.
that
That's right, exactly. It involves my-
Tick-a-tick-a-tick-a-tick.
Hey. So here's what happens.
Santiago,
The
can
funniest
you
thing
chime in
ever.
here, please?
It's a Twin Peaks on 436 up here in Orlando. It's a major highway, but it's nothing to look at. So one time my mom
Like
was
you.
visiting me, and
Hey.
then I'm just keep going. So what happens is she visits me, and she says, "Twin Peaks scenic views of what? The highway? Oh my God, what a stupid name!" I was like, "Yeah, Mom, that's what they mean. They mean the highway." And it's just like. Oh,
Your
she
mom
had
didn't
no
get that
idea.
it was
She
the
had
Peaks?
no
You know what I'm
idea.
talking about?
No idea.
Hooters is my number 2. Come on, bro.
Heck yeah, ain't mad about that.
I mean, then they closed the one. You hear they closed the one on Kirkman, the one that was right near.
Yeah, it's like an
Universal.
Asian hot pot restaurant now.
K-pop?
Yeah, K-pop.
I'm gonna
popping
shout
up.
out my boy Opie, who was I shouted him out at a Rising Star, my Silver Fox brother.
Yep.
Silver Fox Saturdays at Rising Star. He lived right behind Hooters, and that was his if he wasn't at work, he was at Hooters watching his games,
Nice.
drinking his beers.
The one thing.
Tito's water with Mio.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I like
man.
that. I do
Yeah,
like that.
man.
So the one thing that makes me laugh is Fort Myers, Florida, as we know, a few years ago was hit by a hurricane for the first time since like the 1930s, and it completely decimated the beach. And there used to be a Hooters on Fort Myers Beach. It was one of the very first ones. It opened up back in like 91.
Well, but the original one is in Clearwater.
Clearwater.
correct? And so, speaking of that, I went to college at USF.
Oh, cool.
One of my ex-girlfriends back in the day was a cheerleader at USF, and she started her career at the original Hooters, which was a Dallas Cowboys
Yep.
football player.
Dude.
Who started it.
And so this Hooters that was on the beach, when it got hit by the hurricane, it was only on wooden stanchions to hold it up, so it snapped them, and literally Hooters, like a boat, floated out to the middle of the sea to die. So
But how great would it be if they kept it out there?
here's the thing. Picture 50 years from now, it's like the white trash city of Atlantis. At the bottom of the ocean, there is a perfectly preserved Hooters where, like, James Cameron will take a sub down there and he'll be like, today we are at the Hooters under the beach and we have found T-shirts. Look at how they look.
Pinnacle of American society.
Meanwhile, there's like right now some octopus women that are like
Wearing the shirt. Yeah.
They're they're working there.
It'd be funny if you're a scuba diver instructor. You take it. Oh, look at my student. Whoa, walk out the Hooters there.
Wow, location is everything.
Yes, location.
Mikey, where are you watching the game at?
I was at the tap room, man. I like that place to watch the game. Yeah, they got a big TV on the when you walk in the entrance, and they got 3 TVs on the bar if you don't want to be. You want to play pool and stuff like that, and
The boy David.
Yeah, David Kessel works there. I mean, it's nice to have a good time over there. I really liked it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's like, so we used to do karaoke there all the time. That place is fun. It's not huge.
No,
So
yeah.
I like, sometimes the smaller places are nicer because they do kind of cut it off. They're like, look, man, we can only hold 80 people, so we're full.
Yep.
So there you go.
I got honorable mentions. Do you?
I got one more that's
ahead.
worth plugging only because it's relatively new.
Okay.
And the one in Vegas I love, but they took it here and it's like 18 floors up, and that's Tom's Watch Bar.
Are they paying us to say this?
Aha.
Tom's?
Yeah, they're paying you. How much?
I wish.
Okay.
I
was gonna
wish
say.
if they do want to pay me.
Joey's available for the highest bidder.
You ain't kidding. Especially if you got beer and you got pizza
And you
I
got money.
and you got money.
Joey's coming.
I got a mouth.
Hey.
So what I love
Mouth of
about
the South.
what I love about that is you go up to the top floor, and if you sit outside on the balcony, you can look into Epic Universe from the balcony. So I can actually see Super Nintendo Land from their balcony. But they have like 86 screens. It's nuts. Like, you'll be watching football, and then 4 screens down, it's like the national rock, paper, scissors tournament.
Or
And
like
then
pickleball.
Yes, pickleball. You'll go to the other TV and it'll be jiu-jitsu. It's like any sport that's anywhere in the world, they have a
Sal
TV that's
can't
playing.
play anything
The
that
Ocho.
deals with him moving because his knees are so bad.
Not even close.
Can
All right.
you even walk
Who's got
still, Sal?
who's got something worth talking about before we close this one out and put a jar on the lid?
Some quick hits. You guys can kind of give me this. It's like the firing round real fast.
Okay.
Yard House.
Absolutely. So on Icon Park.
I mean, Wing House.
Yep. Anything
Wait,
with a
keep
house.
going, Wing House. If it's got a house and food.
Anything with
Gotcha.
a house. Let's go. Your turn, Santiago.
I love
Quick fire round.
Ale House too.
Oh,
We didn't even
hey.
mention the Ale
You have
House. I
another
mean,
house?
it's a staple.
Because they got different TVs too. I like it. They have different
Phenomenal.
Sport. Nope, doesn't matter.
Inside,
you got baseball,
outside.
you got football, you got golf, you got whatever you like in sport. They always got it there.
You got another
Very
house?
solid.
You got another house?
Got another house. I got the
You got a house?
in Icon Park where the giant Ferris wheel is.
What is
they
it?
have that 20-foot screen that's up, and there's one bar, but it's next to a play place for kids. So you'll have a bunch of 3-year-olds climbing and screaming their faces off while you're trying to watch this game and drink from the only bar that's right there. But it's right next to Madame Tussauds. So it's like the Cracker Barrel. It's like, you go to Cracker Barrel, what do you want? Well, I'm going to get bacon and eggs. I'm going to get a Very Waylon Jennings Christmas on CD, a cowboy hat, a rocking chair, and a piece of honey.
What's the name of it?
Exactly.
Of this one?
Yeah.
I'm just going to call it The House.
Well, I was going to say, you said Cracker
go there,
Barrel,
you'll find
so
out.
I was going to say house.
You can't say house on. I'm going to
sorry.
beat that out.
Wait, but it's Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel house.
So I know you kill me for looking up different places.
Oh,
but
geez,
what is
come on,
number
dude.
one according to all these-
TripAdvisor,
No,
get
this
out
is
my
Yelp.
face.
This is
Yelp.
Yelp.
Oh,
God.
thank you for yelping. What do we
This
got?
is
Okay.
Yelp. American Social. That's
right. Oh, that's over in
Number
Kirkman.
one
Yeah, it's
by
in Kirkman.
Kirkman, and it
you
is
ever
in the
hear
area.
about Froggers?
Froggers
Froggers
is okay.
is a great local place, man.
There's
keep
no house.
closing
There's
down.
no house in the name of it. We're on brand here.
Frog House.
Exactly.
Frog House. American House. All right. Well, guys, we've been having a good time today. A lot of laughs. Just a bunch of us knuckleheads being knuckleheads. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you for hanging out with us. But we have to put a lid on that jar. Peace.